Alright, I hope you guys can hear me okay. Today is July 31st, 2013. I am 1 month and 10 days exactly on T. Changes. So, let's just talk about the first most obvious thing is my voice. My voice has gotten lower. It's a lot more noticeable now to my mom and to my fiancé. They are starting to really, notice and comment on it. So that's pretty cool. One thing I have noticed myself, though, about my voice is I can't reach higher notes, if you will. I'll give you the perfect example. When I would call a stray, I would call it saying kitty, 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 but I would do it in a much higher pitched voice, and I went to go do that a few times to my cats that I have at home, and it wouldn't come out. My voice squeaked, and it did something weird, and I literally couldn't say that. Also, I'm a terrible, terrible singer, but I do sing in the car along to the radio. I can no longer sing as high as I used to. I can sing along with the guys now. One thing that is really awesome about my lowered voice is that I am passing just about 100% of the time. Maybe it's 90% now. When I was pre-testosterone, it was like a 50-50 thing. Half the time I would pass and half the time I wouldn't, but now it's getting close to 90%. And I say 90% because with some people I don't know if I'm passing or not. They'll look at me so I don't know if they're looking at me because I'm funny looking or because they can't figure out my gender. Most of the people I come in contact with will address me as sir or young man or buddy, little buddy, because I look like I'm 12 or 14 or something. My garbage disposal broke, so today a maintenance guy came down to my apartment. He came in and started fixing it, and he asked me to help him, so I was helping him a little bit, and he told me that I would make a good maintenance man. And then he told me to let my mom know that he fixed the garbage disposal, even though it's my apartment, but again, the 14-year-old look. Another most noticeable thing besides the voice is hair. And I really feel like there's no point in showing you because you can never see on the camera when people try to show you, but I do have a little bit of a mustache coming in. So let's see if you can ignore my acne. That's another thing that's but I don't know if you can see. I'll post pictures with a better camera, but I do have just right here, nothing up here, but just here and here. And the thing is, with my, here, let me put you back. With my almost mustache, I didn't even notice it. It was actually my fiancé who pointed it out to me when she was kissing me. She went to kiss me, and she said, "You have hair." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, you have hair." And I'm like, I don't have hair. She goes, yeah, you have hair, I felt it. So I ran to the bathroom, and I looked, and sure enough, there's these little, it's definitely hair. And it's different from what grows back after I shave it. It's different from the thick peach fuzz, And even this feels a little bit thicker, but not nearly as noticeable as my little whiskers there. My leg hair is continuing to grow. The upper part of my leg is coming in, which I used to have almost nothing there, so that's kind of cool. So see if you can. Yep. So, yay. Woo. Getting hairy. I think my armpit hair is the same. I don't think I'm getting any more with that, which kind of sucks because I like armpit hair. I know that's weird. Here, let me see. No, maybe a little bit longer, but not by much. Let me talk about my muscle mass. I am still not on a workout routine or a workout program or anything like that. So I'm not even trying, and I'm getting more and more muscle, which is cool. Can you imagine when I start actually working out? They're getting thicker, and I think you can't really tell with my binder on, but my shoulders are also getting raised up here, doing their own little developing muscle mass up here also. And it's a lot, ow, what do you call it? Ow! Okay. should not do videos in my car. I'll post pictures that show my muscles off better than when I'm in a crowded car and I can't flex, right? So, increased muscle mass, deeper voice, a little bit of hair, which is all to be expected, so all is going well. Another thing that's kind of just weird that I wasn't expecting at all. Oh, wait, did I talk about that in my last video? I think I did, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned in my last video that, like, my face structure is changing, and it is more so now. My cheeks are less chubby, and this is more, like, angular. My face is losing its roundness, basically, which is really cool because I wasn't expecting that. I always thought I was just gonna be cursed with chubby cheeks for the rest of my life. I'm really excited about that change. Another thing I noticed that I was not expecting at all is my nose. It's like, it's getting wider. Like it's growing this way, like going like this. Before testosterone, I had like a pointy nose, like a pointy, and like with a ball at the end. It was just like, you know, had like a ball at the end, and that ball is like flattening out a bit. It's like flattening, and it's like spreading this way, and like my nose is just wider, which is really weird for me because, see, now I feel like I have a big nose because now I'm just looking at my nose. Anyway, I never liked that about my nose anyway, so yay, I guess. Alright, now I'm gonna talk about more of like the personality aspect, mood and such. I have noticed that I have a stronger sense of self-control when people are angry with me or I'm in a stressful situation. I find that I have a calmer head. Like the other day, my fiancée was yelling at me. You know, she got mad about something, throwing all this negative energy at me, and I wasn't reacting to it, and I wasn't yelling back. I didn't feel the need to yell back. I was just like rationally thinking, okay, well, you know, da-da-da-da-da, what about this, and what about that? So another example of that is my mom. She got mad at me over the phone, and she started yelling so badly that I couldn't even understand what she was saying. And it kind of pissed me off. I was like, I got mad also, but I didn't act on it. I didn't yell back, and I didn't get, you know, all heated like I normally would have before. So I just feel like I have a calmer reaction to angry people now. What else? Oh, another thing. I take longer to respond. I talk slower. And I pause for longer and more often. I don't even notice this, but my fiancée, that's what she says. I haven't noticed, but I haven't really looked for it either. So hopefully I'm not getting stupid, you know? I don't think I'm getting slow, but I think it's just my brain is working differently now. Another significant thing, if you've ever known me in real life, you will know that I am naturally a quiet person. It takes me a while to get warmed up to people and to feel comfortable enough to talk with them. I am talking a lot, like a lot. Like for example, with my fiancé's family, I'm actually having conversations with them separate from her. I'm still a bit shy, but I can have a full conversation and I'm not as nervous as I was before. But I don't necessarily think that it's because of the tea. It's just because I am now more sure of who I am. I'm finally able to speak for myself because I am myself now. I am sure of who I am, and it's no longer a big secret that I can't, you know, accidentally slip up about. Alright, so really quick, I'm just gonna add this in here because this is important, but I didn't mention this yesterday when I was making my video. One thing that I forgot to mention yesterday, well, I kind of touched on it, basically saying about my cheeks, and the same thing with my nose. The ball that I had on the end was flattening out and widening. I feel like that's part of like fat redistribution. I just wanted to mention that I have not gained any weight or lost any weight. Like, I'm the same, basically. If anything, maybe I lost a little bit. I just wanted to show you guys my stomach. I feel like I'm losing some of of this. I used to be able to grab it a lot more. So I don't have these anymore. Like, I don't have the womanly grr, you know? Yeah, if anything, I lost some weight. I should have done this before I was on T, huh? I should have taken a video of my body. But sometimes, not that smart, not so smart. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back to what I was filming yesterday and let you guys continue watching the rest of that video. One last thing, my doctor told me I had to start taking my shots by myself. I'm still taking them every 10 days, but he said that I have to start taking them by myself, and I thought it over, and I couldn't. I am very afraid of needles. Not all needles. I mean, I don't mind needles to get me my tattoos, you know, that's fine. But I think it's just like the self-inflicting pain, like the fact that I have to do it by myself and I know it's gonna hurt. And then you should see my needles. They are so thick. Like, not really this thick, obviously, but I can't stab myself. I'm not mentally prepared for that. Like, I tried really hard to get used to the idea, and I am. So then we talked about my fiancée doing it for me, and she was also scared of poking me, of stabbing me. And we even went to my doctor together, and my doctor taught my fiancée how to give me the shot, specifically, exactly, and everything. But even after that, she wasn't, 100% sure that she could do it. She's also kind of queasy, like me, but not in the same regard. Like, she just doesn't want to hurt me. I just don't like being stabbed, But luckily, my fiancé's dad's wife is a nurse. I had recently come out to my fiancé's father and his wife, and they are very accepting, which is nice. I'm sure it was like a little bit of a shocker to her dad at first because of the way he reacted. He was just kind of like, what? There's got to be an easier way to say this, but okay. My fiancé's dad's wife has agreed to give me my shots regularly. So that's like a big, whew. She did one shot already. She's going to do my next shot, and hopefully my next one, and my next one, and my next one. At least until I get used to the idea, but she's really nice, and she agreed to help me. So I'm really, really grateful for that, and I'm very happy that I don't have to do it by myself just yet. Anyway, I'm actually sitting outside of my fiancé's work right now, and she's about to get off in a few minutes, so I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, you can ask me on my Tumblr. Peace out, guys. Where do I put my phone? That looks stupid. I'm gonna have a steering wheel in front of my face. I don't know what else to talk about. I bet people think I'm like talking to myself, because I'm just like staring at my, what is this called? My dashboard? What is it? I should know these things, huh? You suck! Okay, I'm actually really stupid. Okay.